Hi, everyone. I'm Michael Berkowitz. I am a bridge author and lecturer. You can find my work in the ACBL Bulletin. You can also find my work at larryco.com because I'm a part of the Bridge with Larry Cohen team. This is my first time being the celebrity player, so I'm very nervous, and I hope that we survive this together and that I don't get lots of texts making fun of me from my friends. So let's go and try this out. Here, Leah has opened one spade. We have a 9 count. We're going to just reply one no trump. I like semi-forcing no trump, which is what this is. We certainly talk about that at larryco.com. It's gone 2 hearts on my left. Partner doubles. That just is values, so partner has extra values. We have a pretty good hand here. So the question is, if partner's short in hearts, where do we belong? We could certainly try a lot of things. We could try a bunch of we could try a bunch of clubs or diamonds. We might even try 3 hearts here because partner should have more than a minimum, 16, 17, 18. This is an interesting problem. I think I am going to try 3 hearts, which is just some type of big hand. Because in the context, I really like my hand. Now, the problem is the partner is going to have trouble bidding 3 no trump over that unless they have a stopper. Sort of okay. I feel like this is the sort of bid that you don't want to have come up on your first time doing this. What does it tell me that it thinks this is? 11 high card points. Oh, close enough in the context of this auction. 3 spades is really nothing. Partner doesn't have to have a 6th spade here. I'm going to try 3 no trump now, which should probably say that I have, again, this is an inference that humans would make and computers might not, although I like that the text describes this as a semi-stopper, because that's exactly what I'm trying to show here, is I can sort of play no trump, although I have other better places to go. Partners 4 diamonds is an option to play there, or at least it's sort of a slam try in diamonds. Let's see what the computer thinks. Forcing, slam try in diamonds. We like that. I'm just going to bid 5 diamonds. I have a minimum here within the context of what I've shown. Partner was not interested in playing in 3 no trump opposite a semi-stopper. Hey. And we've had a catastrophe. Well, that happens. Certainly 3 no trump would have been a better spot. 4 spades would have been a better spot. But we had a nice auction on which I didn't feel like we had any misunderstandings and got to the wrong spot. We're going to lose the first 3 tricks here, and hopefully that's all. The best defense for them is to continue with hearts. So let's see if they do that. They switch to a spade. That makes life easier for us. We can now win the ace of spades. And now is the time to think about drawing trump. Now, I probably should have gone slower there. I was just a little annoyed at the contract, which happens. But here we have to think, what is going on in terms of splits? What can we do in terms of drawing trump? So we have 7 spades combined. The spades might be splitting. I have 6 of them, 4 and 2, 3 and 3. We want to be a little bit careful about all of our plays here. We do need to have entries to dummy. Let's try drawing a round of trump or 2. I think we're going to draw 2 rounds of trump and then see if they're splitting. If they're not splitting, we're going to have another conversation. But the trumps are behaving. 1 trump, 2 trump. Okay, trumps are no worse than, or trumps are exactly 3 and 2. So now we can afford to rough a spade and cross back. And worst comes to worse, we will take a club finesse. I guess that's not quite worst comes to worst because they could potentially over rough this if the spades are 5-1, we're going to be in trouble, but doesn't really matter. Let's see. They're not. So now we're in good shape. We just play a spit. We draw this last trump. We'll play king of spades, queen of spades, 8 of spades. Phew, I didn't miscount on my first one, and now we can see that we have the rest. All right, well, that's my fault. I should have just bid 3 no trump. I gave my partner a chance to go wrong, and they did, which is always a danger. How would we have done in spades? Well, we have some problems. There's certainly blockage issues. So they might be able to beat 4 spades. 3 no trump looks like it's going to make pretty easily. So that's a little unfortunate for us. Oh well, that's life. Here they've opened 2 spades, and we have a 12 count. So we're going to pass. We don't have the right shape for a takeout double. Partner bids 3 hearts. Well, now we have an interesting problem. Partner's balanced, but they're red. Ace doubleton is not this type of stopper that I would like to have in order to bid 3 no trump, particularly when you're going to put your partner down as a dummy. I could bid 3 spades here, but that would probably show a better hand. I'm just going to raise. For my partner to bid a vulnerable 3 hearts, they should really have pretty good heart suit, and I've got 3 aces. So I'm going to raise with only 2 of them. All right. Now, whenever the lead comes, you should take a second and think about what you're going to do here. Very interesting. Well, we're counting from the dummy. We have a heart loser potentially and 2 spade losers. One of them we can ruff. The problem is that we know the spades are splitting 6-1. And so I think the plan should just be to win the ace of clubs, take a heart finesse, and then if that loses, we're going to have a conversation. And if it wins, we might try king of diamonds, ace of diamonds, and another finesse. The problem is that we can't both set up the diamonds and take a bunch of heart finesses. So we can try a few different things here, but we're certainly going to start with the ace of clubs pitching a spade. And now we're going to take a finesse. It loses. Okay. Now, we want that ace of diamonds as an entry for later because I'm going to try 3 rounds. Sorry, the ace of spades as an entry for later because I'm going to try to set up the diamond suit. That means that I'm carefully docking this. And now I'm going to draw the trumps. Ace, queen. I can play a few extra round of trump here. Now, is there a squeeze position? Let's see. If I were to run the trumps, not really. I don't think the club position is set up for a squeeze. So I'm just going to play king of diamonds. We could be looking at their carding to see if this is going to work for us. Ace of diamonds and a diamond. Nope. So that's life. We're going to just wind up taking 4 more tricks. There's a little bit of a strange position here, but not really. They were 6-4, and so we only are going to take these tricks. Okay. 4 hearts making 5. How would 3 no trump have done? Well, the king of clubs lead would terrify us, but we might have survived it because of the position of everything. All right, new board. We have 1, 3, 5, 4 shape. I love counting my shape to start out with before I make a bid, just so I have it in my head. I'm 1, 3, 5, 4. I'm going to start by passing. We only have 8 points. This is our second 1, 3, 5, 4 hand. It's gone 3 passes to a 1 heart opening. Okay, interesting. One question in your head should be who has the spades. I think West has a bunch of spades. So my bet would be East and West are going to wind up in a spade contract. My partner is third seat white, didn't preempt some number of spades. You should be thinking about that. In third seat, your partner is going to preempt spades with any hand. Third seat white, red, partner should really preempt with any hand. So here's the one expected 1 spade call. Interesting, 3 hearts. If they play in hearts, I'm going to lead a spade through dummy and expect my partner to have the remainder of the spade. So I think West and North have a big spade fit here. Whenever you're leading dummy suit, this is not like a we like to lead dummy suit situation. It's we're leading it because we have a reason. And our reason is that we're very short here. So partner has 5 lousy spades. Well, they're not so lousy. Very interesting to me that the spade position. Certainly the spade lead worked. Now the question is, do we believe partners signal back that this is a club? This would be a suit preference with a human. I see no real danger of playing clubs here. Declares lightly short and diamonds. So we've gotten our 1 rough in. We're going to try a club. Okay. Not so bad because we're in basically a cash out position as the defense. We're going to take a club, a diamond, if we can. So what were the spades? They were 5, 4, 3, 1. Yeah, we should take this. And we expect a claim soon. Now, the reason that we hopped ace of diamonds was that it could have been a singleton. We weren't sure of the trump suit situation. And there was no way they were going to misguess if they had the queen. So there was no real danger of playing the ace there. Oh, it moved so fast onto the last one. Let me just look at that one more second. So what was the spade situation? Well, that's interesting. The partner did not open that in third seat. I guess the robot does not open light in third seat. I think I would have had I had that north hand in third seat, favorable vulnerability. But other than that, the bidding was pretty normal. We found the normal lead, and when I say normal, I'm happy with normal. In bridge, I think the goal is to be normal. You try to find the right contract. Like the first deal we played, that was not a normal result, and we were unhappy. We wanted to be in the more normal spot. Here, normal, I'm happy with. 10, 17, 20 high card points. This is a normal 2-no trump opening. Always good to double check your ranges. Playing 2-no trump. Partners using regular old Stamen. I love regular old Stamen over 2-no trump. I am not a big fan of puppet. I think it gives up too much. And so I like regular Stamen. We respond normally. Partner bits 3-no trump, and we get ready to see the dummy. The ace of clubs is a friendly lead for us looking at this dummy. We have 4 heart tricks, a spade trick, 3 diamonds. So we're going to make, that's 7, 8 already. We can set up some more tricks in spades. That would give us, let's see, 2 more, at least 2 more tricks. So that's 9 already. But I am excited about this club lead. This gives us a chance to take a lot of club tricks without having to take a finesse. I would much prefer to take my tricks without a finesse than to take them with a finesse. Now, they've played a spade for us, and so this is going to be fairly boring. we should take the finesse. Not much to it. We don't have enough tricks without the finesse to make the contract. And now they're going to play a club back, and we can basically claim. If you look at this hand, one of the diamonds disappears on the long spade or the clubs. I mean, that's not the way to count it. We should count our winners. But now we have 3 spades and 4 hearts and 3 diamonds and 2 clubs, right? That's a lot of tricks. So we just claim. Again, this is the most normal. This is maybe too normal. This shouldn't be a good or bad result. That's just the result. We're not looking to be brilliant on every deal. That's okay. Steady wins the race. Just play your cards well, be in the normal spot, and try to do the right thing. Here, North has opened a club. 2 options. We could jump to 3 clubs, or we could bid a no trump. I am definitely a no trump bidder here. I don't like playing in 3 of a minor red. I know our clubs are our best suit, but we have 1 no trump has similar preemptive value. We can balance in with clubs later. I would much rather bid 1 no trump here and keep it low and play 1 no trump some of the time when your partner has nothing special. Here we are, 1 no trump. Very happy to be in 1 no trump here rather than 3 clubs. We have on this lead, we're going to take probably 5 club tricks. I don't feel very threatened by the club suit. We do have problems in spades and hearts. We could potentially take an extra trick in diamonds. So it's going to be a slog to find our 7 tricks, although I think we can get them. We certainly can build a 7th trick in spades, right? We can knock out the ace and king of spades. The problem with that is that we're setting up a long suit for our opponents. That said, because our opponents can attack diamonds, I think I'm going to play spades next once I figure out the club suit. 10 of clubs lead. Oh, what is that? Well, I'm going to duck it to the king jack. That much is clear, and see if they play the queen. They do. Certainly we're going to win this. Now there's some blockage issues. If we were to say finesse west for 10-9 fourth of clubs, the suit might get blocked depending on what's going on. So very interesting problem. I'm going to hope they have 10-9 third. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. They played low. This lead is really annoying. They played the 10 and then the 9. The 10 and then the 2. If they have 10-9 fourth, a finesse is going to work, but our opponents can really sever our communication. I think I'm going to play the ace. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to be sad, but yeah, that's okay. I'm still hoping I can set up this suit potentially by forcing West to lead something. So I'm going to take my jack of hearts. And again, I'm just forcing them to make discards here. I knew this was a possibility. And I'm hoping that East, having pitched a heart, doesn't have enough to do all that much damage to me. I'm actually going to duck this. Let's see. Nothing matters. This is not going well. I'm hoping I can force the wrong hands to play these things, but it doesn't feel likely. Yeah, well, this isn't a success story. No, I don't see the point of playing the 9. This could block it potentially by playing low. Nope. Not that it matters. Well, that was not a success story. I could have gotten an extra trick by playing the club, but I was in trouble there from the get-go. So ducking the club would have been okay. It certainly would have set up the club suit so I didn't lose a club trick, but then I was going to have lots of problems. That said, down 3 is a bad score. So this is not going to be a good result for us. Again, I hope I don't get too many mocking calls, although I'm sure I will. I want to thank you all for watching. You can play these daily at IntoBridge. We have lots of series coming up at larryco.com. I'm doing a series on defense. I would say our defenders played very well here. They really got us on this last one by holding on to all of the right cards. Then after that, we have more series coming up. You can also read my works in the bulletin, and I just want to say thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.